O noble Pharaoh, Cleopatra the Seventh, consort of Caesar and now Antony, the destiny of Egypt is in your hands. But your hands now nest in those of a Roman, Mark Antony, and he is deeply embroiled in the struggle for control of Rome and its legions. Needing Egypt's inestimable resources, but also desiring your love and affection, Antony agreed to your demand of marriage. Unfortunately, word of this new union has scandalized Rome. As you were aware, Antony was still wed to Octavia, sister of Octavian, legal heir of Caesar, and with Antony, joint wielder of Rome's might. But with the news of the polygamous ways of Antony, this relationship has become severely strained. Octavian feels that Antony has slurred not only the honor of his sister and his family, but the prestige of Rome as well. To settle this matter of honor, and to bring to an end the struggle for ultimate control of Rome, Octavian has duly challenged your lover, Antony, to do battle. With this in mind, Antony, accompanied by you and your Egyptian fleet, has found a location on the Greek mainland near Actium for a camp. The site offers a good harbor, with many potential berths for your ships. You must quickly build up your military, especially the naval arm. Octavian has vowed to return in September of the year 31. Now your fate, and Mark Antony's, as well as the fate of Egypt and Rome, depend once again upon the performance of military might.
G'day mates, welcome back to Cleopatra, the final mission of the final campaign of the expansion to Pharaoh. We're going to be heading on in. Now, historically, this is a battle that Cleopatra and Mark Antony lost. Octavian went on to become Augustus Caesar, and he was the first emperor of Rome. Also note that we've gone back in time compared to where we ended the previous mission. So, year 31 is when we're having the battle, and we finished in, this will be BC, and we actually finished in the AD. But anyway, let's dive on into the city and see how we go. So, loyal soldiers have rejoined us. That is very, very nice. Because I think, there we go, 72 months until victory. It's a couple of years. So there's going to be a big attack at some point. It's pretty small. I don't think we can really get up there. Can we get up there? Let's have a quick... so get my things under control. There is no water crossing at all, so I cannot get up the top. And I cannot get over here. So this is where we're going to be building. Let's have a quick look at our things again. So we've got 1,000 population and 50 kingdom rating. So we need to have a very, very basic town. It could be all huts for all I care. Or for all the game cares. And can we go hunting lords? So no farming at all. Where are we? Where are we? Actium. Okay, we're in Greece. We're right on the tip somewhere here. I can't actually tell that much. Water trade route. Looks like timber. Can we get timber? We can get timber. Woodcutters. We cannot get papyrus. Apparently these reeds are not, they're not Egyptian reeds, so you can't make papyrus out of them. They are, unfortunately, some other type of reed. Gee, we don't have a lot, do we? Looks like timber is our only export. Gods are just Ra. This is going to be a very, very basic city. So, I'm going to spend a little bit of time familiarising myself with how this goes, and then I will jump back once I know how to approach it. Okay, mates, this is how the city is going to be set up. We've got ourselves our nice, beautiful dynasty man. Oh, wow. Even better, we have a shit ton of money in the bank. I did not even realise that. That's brilliant. That must have carried over from the previous mission. That'll make this one so much easier than it was before. So, so far in Cleopatra, no personal funds have ever carried over. So I was not expecting them this mission. But with that, I think we've essentially won. See, the month has ticked over. We've paid ourselves a little bit more. Now, the question is, how are we going to approach this one? Looks like, if I have a quick look in here, let's go to, if you look here, you can see export, everything we export. Grain, which we cannot produce, so there's no point exporting that. And luxury goods we can export, or wood are the three things we can export. Now, we cannot produce luxury goods. We may be gifted them later, perhaps, but we can't do anything with them. So it looks like timber is our only export available. So we are going to, basically what we're going to run our city off. So who will buy timber? Looks like Alexandria will buy timber. So I open up with them. I export all timber over, let's say 200. We've got our woodcutters here working, and this will fill up this yard. We can also stockpile up a shipwright. A little bit of food there, but most of it will come via hunting. So we can stop at our shipwright, and this will allow us to essentially plunk down all the warship wharves we're going to need for this mission. And we cannot build chariots, worthwhile noting. We cannot build chariots. We cannot build towers. So it's going to be... I suspect I'll be coming in from over here. This is a bay. I don't think that is an access point for anything. So I can throw up some archers along here. I may be able to block them off. This was probably a stupid location. But we have our archers from previous mission and our infantry as well. I can throw down a couple more as required. And here we go, reach the pinnacle of housing development for this mission. There is absolutely no entertainment available at all, so rough cottages will be the best we can hope for. That should push us very cleanly over 1,000 population. I suspect we will be probably even too high. Wow, it's more unemployment than I suspected. I don't want to knock off houses. That's the wrong way of doing it. So I will throw down... These warship wharves are pretty exy, but I'll throw down... So we're exporting timber now, so I'll throw down 2 of them for now. And then hopefully we'll get a 3rd one shortly once these boats are in place. I'm not sure when they're going to attack. They've got a couple of years. September 31 BC is when they're meant to attack us. Is that possibly just before the end of that? I'm not sure exactly how to do it. Okay, I'm a little bit low on Devons, but unfortunately my unemployment is very, very high. So I'm going to give myself a gift of 2,000 from the previous city. I think, justify that in that, at the very least, Cleopatra would, what would she do? She would be basically spending all her wealth in an effort to win this battle. Now, historically, we did lose, as I mentioned before, so I want to do my damn best to make sure that we actually win this time. Request for 500 timber. We've got that. We can send that off very easily. Now, I've just finished laying down. We sold a hell of a lot of timber. Just finished laying down all of our warship wharves, so we now are fully stocked up and prepared. So whenever they do end up attacking, price cut, I don't think that matters. I probably could import grain, but I think hunting is more than sufficient for the time being. If I need more food, I should be able to get a couple of fishing wharves down as required. Okay, request for 600 copper. That's a little bit difficult. I'm going to have to import the copper, and that'll require trade with Athens. So open this one up, import the copper that we require, which was 600, and it's going to set us back a little bit in terms of all that cost, but we'll manage somehow. There we go, copper available. I'm going to send that one off, and we're going to keep importing copper now that I've opened the route. I'm going to bring that down to just 200 for the time being, and we'll throw in a weaponsmith. I'll throw that one in. Yeah, let's throw 2 of them in actually. Out of money, well, that's a bit of a... we got heaps back. Good. So I'll throw in, 2 weaponsmiths. That'll allow us to process that little bit of copper into weapons. And I'll throw down 1 more infantry fort. So I've got 1 infantry fort over here, but I'd like 2 of them just as a little bit of backup. The rest are archers, because they will hopefully be able to line up along here and support me taking down Octavian's ships when he does arrive. Okay, new trade route to Kyrene. Let's have a quick peek at what they will do for us. So they will buy more timber, and papyrus is of no use to us. They will sell us weapons directly though, as well as pottery, which makes no bloody sense to sell us pottery anyway, because we cannot entertain our people, so we won't be able to level up. But if I can export additional timber, and that's pretty much it. Not particularly useful, but we will be able to offload more of our timber faster. At this point though, it's pretty much limited by how quickly it will regrow. Okay, I had a request for fish. We can send that one off to Kyrene to help save them from the famine. That will allow us to essentially get our kingdom rating up even higher. Now, I have been sending a lot of gifts. I keep sending them quite regularly just to make sure. The only reason we can really fail is if our city is destroyed or if our kingdom rating drops. So if I can keep that one up high, we can avoid any risky issues or situations where I will be struggling. Let's actually get you back to normal. Well, we're struggling to win the mission at the end, despite having beaten back Octavian's forces, hopefully. Oh, and while I'm on camera, send off some timber. I need a shit ton of timber, so we're actually going to export over 1,600. So it looks like the requests are coming thick and fast at the moment, but I think we can handle all these. There you go, Kyrene, because of the fish we sent them, they've given us a couple of weapons which we can store over here and allow us to... we've actually got the cash. I'll throw down one more thing of infantry. There we go. And that'll max out our forts at 6, so we can build up a large, solid infantry force. Now, we cannot train our people. There are no academies here, so they'll be green, but if we do... Oh, we're nearly there. If we do manage to break through the other end, they will, at the very least, accept that. Okay, this is it. The 4 months coming. The Romans will be here at September 31 BC. Let us prepare for it. We have all our ships ready. I think we are nearly finished building up our army. This recruiter is working at top speed, so it's probably worthwhile getting our boats in position, and we'll see if we can take them down. And here we go, folks, the final battle of the game. Let's see if we can take down Octavian's invading forces. And there we go, guys. That is the mission completely done. We have beaten them back. Let's return everybody back to their main houses, back to their main their bases, and that's it. We've beaten back. There were 2 big attacks there. And I don't think we'll get any more. 10 months is not enough time to have another attack come in, I don't think. Looks like Athens has been taken. We were unable to defend that. Weren't even given the option to. But we have now unified the eastern side, and with that we've beaten back Octavian's fleet. We have quite an easy battle, all things considered. We had our supporting artillery on the shore here, raining down on them, and with that we've changed history. So all I need to do is survive 10 more months, 9 more months now, keep my population high, and prevent that from going any lower. Let's send another gift off. Ooh, 9,000. So Golden Chariot, we'll send that off to, I guess, the people to represent that we have won another victory here against the mighty forces of Octavian. And there we go, 1 more month remaining. We have come to the end of this. This is historically when Cleopatra died. They died in, I believe, August 12th of 30 BC. So we've survived longer than the actual Cleopatra did historically. With that, we've changed history. So let's tick over. There we go, onwards to victory.
With Cleopatra's deep treasury and Antony's genius for tactics, Octavian's fleet and veteran legions have been scattered to the 4 winds. Romans impatiently await the triumphant return of Antony and Cleopatra. Hand in hand, Rome and Alexandria will rule the Mediterranean for many more generations.
And there you go, guys. That is the end of the entire game. There are no more expansions after this. There are no more additional campaigns. That is the end. I've beaten the entire game right through. Find a culture of 5. It's a pretty lackluster finish, all things considered. But the real crown jewel was previous episode with Alexandria being built up. Cleopatra's Alexandria was massive, huge, beautiful city, and had a lot of fun with that one. This one really was just to cap it off at the end and just show Octavian just how good we are. Anyway, guys, that is the end of it. So I will call this to a close. Feel free to subscribe and smash that thumbs up button if you do indeed enjoy the content, because I'm in a bit of a city builder binge mode at the moment, so I'm keen to go on and probably start recording Emperor after this one. So if you do indeed enjoy that content, make sure to stick around. You'll be seeing that pop up within the next couple of days. Take care, guys. I'll see you around.